Ball against Johnson. Ball with a wide open look. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. From deep, Thomas. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Outside, Sexton. Good, nice job down low.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need me.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Hornets lead by 4. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Sexton is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Williams. Then it's Knipple. And it's Diabate in at the center. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Connects from three-point range. Knipple's got himself on the board with 3 there. So GA Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hogs, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
Dinwiddie kicks to Sexton. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And man, now top of the key. Back to Williams. Jacks up a 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Changes for Brooklyn. Brownie's checked in, and it's Michael Porter in for Wilson. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Pass the ball. On the wing, Green. Launches a 3, cranes the three-pointer. Green's got 6.
As time has gone on, because of all the work he's put in, Green has become really solid from out there.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, guys. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Clock at 6. Pass to Knippel. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Knippel's got the lead up to 8 now for Charlotte. And so Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Get up and get noisy, fans. It's your smaller squad. Now on the court is your high squad. Speak loud and let them hear you. Offensive fans, it's time to fire off some defense.
Some changes here for the Hornets. Plumlee comes in for Knippel. And it's Brandon Miller in for Colin Sexton. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Williams. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Demon. And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on, and last season their worst record in over a decade. We're hoping these new additions can help.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Thomas outside. Bridges with the board. Bridges got his 5th rebound in this one.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Outside Thomas. Porter against Green. Pass to Claxton. The Nets working the ball around now. Looking to end the run. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Thomas got 5 now.
Operating in that mid-range area that time. No real shot contest.
Miller outside. Claxton against Plumlee. Outside, Ball. Hands it from downtown. Ball's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, I like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Pass to Clowney. And here's Porter. There's 39 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Hornets leading by 11. Ball, the pass to Plumlee. Now here is Miller. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Well, if he can somehow get into a rhythm offensively, I think they could stretch this lead.
Thomas against Bridges. Thomas with it. 5 points in the game. 4 on the shot clock. And Bridges with the block. And they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Number 1, Zaire Williams.
So it's Charlotte holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Brooklyn Nets.
When you're ice cold from three-point land, it's definitely time to change things up.
What do you know about being ice cold from three-point land? I don't know. It's part of their DNA. But at this point, they need to see the ball go through the net. Changing gears now, this should be interesting. Let's hear what the fans want to say. And we got a question here from Christo at Point. Between Kenny and Shaq, who's the best at playing 2K?
Oh, it's got to be me, Arnie. Come on. Shaq's hands are too big for the controller.
See, that's where you're mistaken, my guy. I don't even need a controller, Kenny. I'm in the game. I can program it from the inside.
So basically, you're saying you're going to cheat. Yeah, okay. That disqualifies you right there.
Well, Christo, I bet that's not the answer you were expecting. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. One guy who's been getting it done is Michael Porter.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Here's Demon. He has yet to score. Starting off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's foul. Guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. And it's Claxton in at the center position. And it's time for an injury report.
Thanks. I just talked with Brooklyn's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Despite the longer time frame for a full recovery, the training staff is letting him play. We'll be keeping you updated as we hear more, but for now, he's not going to let this slow him down.
Thanks for the status report there, Allie. Well, at least we know now how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
It's Thomas outside. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
All right, here's a look at stats for Cam Thomas. A very nice season for him last year. He averaged about 24 points a game last year, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And you can't help but be impressed by his numbers.
You know, guys, I think he's the engine of this offense. He makes them go. Without his scoring, I think they'd be a totally different team.
You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
Nets trail by 11. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Porter in the corner. Claxton sets the screen for Porter. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Green passes to Miller. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Miller's got the lead up to 13 now for Charlotte.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Pass to Thomas. A 3-ball. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got 7 points.
Well, Bridges is certainly a physical player, and that allows him to convert even when there's contact.
Outside, Porter. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Clowney. Just 5 to shoot. He tries for 3. A shot off that time. Hornets leading by 15. On the wing, Miller. There's the 3. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 mates.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And so, Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Nets making a change here. Sexton's checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Williams is checked in. .153 left in the third. Pass to Clowney. Back to Williams. Here's Demon. Hasn't made one yet. 5 to shoot. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. Williams for 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Sexton the pass to Plumlee. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists in the game. The Nets shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Miller against Thomas. Trying to get something going, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
No clue where that pass is going. That is a brutal turnover.
Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for the Hornets. Hornets leading by 23. 36 seconds left in the third. Pass to Sexton. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Buries it from three-point range. Dinwiddie's got his first 3 points of the game.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Johnson outside. Williams a screen on Dinwiddie. Outside Porter. And right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Back to the action in just a minute. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Ball. He's out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Knipple in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Wilson kicks to Porter. And the Nets another 3.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Sexton on the wing. Defended by man. Ball with the bucket.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Johnson the pass to Porter. Outside Williams. Kicks it out to Wilson. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
He just showed us why they need to respect his shot.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Hornets. They set the screen, and it's ball in the corner. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Johnson. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
Sexton finds ball. Lets it go from deep. And that's good from Sexton on the assist from Ball.
The wheel. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Both teams will make substitutions. For Brooklyn, they've gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Williams with a clean look drills the three-pointer. Williams has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Nets.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Sinks the three-pointer. And that's now 9 points for Knippel.
A lights-out shooter. Opponents will learn quick. You have to guard Knippel tight, or he'll knock those down.
Thomas, that's good.
Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
On the wing, Williams. Dinwiddie outside. Williams has a screen for Dinwiddie. No good on the three. That's trailed by 20.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hornets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for LaMelo Ball.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the court, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
It's Porter outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Now here's Dinwiddie. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Well, tonight, Colin, what a game for you. When you think about your development as a player, what are you most proud of?
I feel like I've accomplished a lot. Gotten better. That's the biggest thing. Just continue to grow each and every day when I'm in practice. And my teammates, they've been helping out tremendously, and I appreciate them for that.
The sky's high for Colin Sexton.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in.
And all over the floor, you can see each player preparing for the game ahead, pushing out distractions and getting into the zone. Welcome to 2K Sports. We're ready to brighten the weekend with some Saturday night basketball. With Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. And we also want to welcome in our 2K insider, Shams Charania. Thanks for taking time to join us, Shams.
VA, are you kidding me? I wouldn't miss this. My guy RJ is in the house.
Yeah, we're excited to have you, big fella.
You guys have got the best seats in the house. I'm just glad I can occupy it for at least a second.
And we'll stay in this seat as long as you would like.
We got the best seats. Shams has the best intel. We're covered.
Let's go.
And a quick look at how the Chicago Bulls schedule is shaping up. On Monday, they'll face off against Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Domantas Sabonis and the Sacramento Kings.
And you know, for that matchup with the Knicks, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That'll be the 5th time they take it to the floor, and they want to get off to a fast start this year.
And the starting group for Chicago. Giddey is the 1, with White by his side at the 2. Buzel is out there with Dosunmu, and it's Vucevic in at the center position. And for Orlando, on the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the 1. And here's Giddey. Dosunmu, the pass to Vucevic. Chicago passing it around. Pulls it from the corner. Orlando with the rebound. And Orlando going back to the bold pinstripes. Shams, I think I like it. What do you think?
VA, I'm a Chicagoan, so I remember those pinstripe Bulls uniforms. It's a throwback look. From everything I've heard, it's been a very warm reception in Orlando. It's a little bit of nostalgia. Connecting this team to those iconic Magic squads from back in the day in the 90s, I think that's a good sign. I'm a fan.
Back to Dosunmu. Rebounded by Suggs. Here's Orlando. The kick out to Banchero. Pass to Bane. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the tray.
Quick thinking from Bane there. I like watching him rise up like this off the pass.
Now Vucevic. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Oh, nice D from Carter. 11 feet out. Suggs, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one.
Yeah, in the open floor, Kobe White is devastating.
The Magic have gone 1 for 3 so far. And with two of the league's smaller market teams facing off in last year's finals, Shams, any problem with that?
On one hand, BA, it definitely takes the audience some getting used to, but for Commissioner Adams, it's a sign that the league's changing or working as intended. So much parity, it gives every team, if well managed, a chance to compete. And the Pacers and Thunder both certainly fit that description. This is a wide open league right now, BA.
NBA is fertile ground if it's well managed. That's the key.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's Buzelis. Got it. Good job in the low post.
He still needs to fill out to be more physical down there, and that will come with time. But Buzelis can handle his own.
Bain, the pass to Suggs. Bankero outside. Pass to Bain. Jacks up a 3. That's good. And it's Bankero with the assist. Bain's got 6.
Just another day in the office for Mr. Bain.
And with picks 2 and 3 in this year's draft, Shams, we saw the Spurs and the Sixers add to already crowded backcourt rotations.
The draft is really a talent grab, so you have to go for the best available. But we saw in the finals the value of having multiple guys who can play with the ball in their hands, spread the floor, do multiple things on the court, and the competitiveness is a big part of this. The ability to play both ends is a big part of this. So all of those traits increasingly important to win in today's NBA.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Orlando making some changes. Black comes in for Bain, and it's Jones in for Suggs. All right, chums, I got to ask you a personal question here. You know, screen time, that pops up on your cell phone. When your phone gives you that usage report, I assume that daily average is in double digits?
BA, I haven't looked. I don't want to look, to be honest. I'm clearly a power user, that's for sure. I think I would be ashamed of the screen time I have. Speaking of which, BA, do we have any outlets here at the desk? Can I charge my phone right now? Oh, wait, it's right here. Never mind. I got it, BA.
The Shams carbon footprint. It's impressive. We got to get our news, though. Here's Vucevic following the three-point basket by Orlando.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
To the inside. And Bankero gets it to go.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And this is their first time matched up with Orlando this year.
They're facing a conference opponent that bested them last season. This will be a great test for both sides.
So for the Magic, Wagner's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Banchero. And it's Desmond Bain in for Jones. Williams is checked in for Chicago. Herter comes in for DeSumo. Now here's Giddey. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Really left him alone that time. White's got 8. Magic leading by 3. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Wagner outside. Back to Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
And it's a blessing to have a big wing with the mobility of Wagner.
And it's Giddey with the ball for Chicago. Pass to Herter. Back to Giddey. Now White. And here's Vucevic. Defended by Wagner. From deep, Giddey. It's hauled in by Isaac. For Orlando, they've gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Wagner for 3. Chicago with a rebound. Now here's Herter. And he dunks it down.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. The 3 from Bain. Unable to get that one. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Magic out in front. Up by 3. And we'll return shortly. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
And so in the game for the Bulls, we've got Zach Collins, Kevin Herter out there with Patrick Williams. Then it's Trey Jones, and it's Terry in at the shooting guard.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And one thing you can say about today's NBA, Shams, it keeps you guessing.
Oh, does it? I mean, this is an era of wide open competition. We've seen the flattening of the lottery odds, the big comebacks, especially in the playoffs this past year, a different champion each season. These are exciting times to be sure, and I think continuingly with this collective bargaining agreement, we're going to see more and more parity in the league.
And a year-round news cycle, which is good for you.
I'll be ready, BA. You know this is much more fun for me.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, the Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. For the Magic, Franz Wagner checked in for Matase, and it's Jalen Suggs in for Black. Then for Chicago, Ellis is checked in for Williams. DeSumo comes in for Herter, and it's Kobe White in for Terry. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Jones, the pass to White. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. White's got 11 points. And a busy summer for trade, Shams. What went into that frenzy of activity?
Yeah, only the Nets had significant cap space, so that meant it was going to be a lot of trades, not a ton of free agent movement. Also, with a much greater level of parity, the East is wide open, and teams are really sensing there's a chance here to go for it. We saw that with the Desmond Bain trade in Orlando.
You feel like we may go on the same kind of roll next summer?
Yeah, I think next summer there'll be much more free agent movement. There's going to be about 10 to 12 teams with significant cap space in the summer of 2026.
Shams, you got to get all your cell phones charged up, baby.
They're ready.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Pass to White. Fires the three. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. He's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Bain, then for Chicago. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Collins, and it's Josh Giddey in for Jones. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Black passes to Banchero. Now here's Suggs. To stop the run. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist from Suggs. Wagner's got 8.
And even before he caught the ball, Wagner had that measured up.
White for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Down low. And Wagner gets it to go. 10 points for him.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Back to White. 4-3. It's hauled in by Black.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Wagner for 3. Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
But with this bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
Yeah, no one is more locked in on the league. If there's a move happening, Shams knows about it before the players do.
Now here's Suggs. No points so far. Ooh, Banchero with the touch from deep.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
They set the pick. Fires from deep. White can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Suggs, the pass to Black. Wagner looking it over to the paint. Here's Banchero. Banchero uses his size down there.
Yeah, look at Banchero opting for the soft finish. Great to see him be so versatile with his offense.
Up top, Giddey. Black defending. Outside Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. Now Now here's Vucevic, guarded by Banchero. Three-pointer, Buzelis buries it from three. Buzelis has got 5 now.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Magic out in front, up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Well, right now for the Bulls, great start to the year. They came in prepared both mentally and with the game plan.
Yeah, winning the first 2 games of the season would give them a huge confidence boost. And let's turn to the game we've been watching. It was a fantastic first half for Paolo Banchero.
He took a lot of good shots in the first half, also made some contested shots, playing with great confidence.
You know what? A couple of times, you could just see defenders hang their heads, man.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Coby White.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
If you had to say, Richard, what's the most critical component for a team to play effective defense?
I would say being bought in. If players are bought in, you could overcome individual deficiencies.
Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt, and it's Carter in at the 5. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Coby White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Brian?
Okay, Allie, good stuff.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Inside. And White, the bucket on the assist by Vucevic. 22 points for Coby White.
Certain nights, White just blows up. This has been fun to watch because Coby is on one.
Picked by Carter. Banchero passes to Carter. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Well, Grant, you look at the Bulls, middling on both ends. What's their biggest need?
You know, B.A., I think it's length and athleticism. You can't have enough of those type of players in today's game. You look at their activity stats, the steals, offensive rebounds, very much in need of a boost.
And Orlando has possession. Following the three-point basket by Chicago. From deep, Bain. And another 3 for Orlando.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first goal.
Pass to DeSumo from the arc. And it's Bain with the rebound.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. On the wing, Bain. From outside the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Banchero. Banchero's got his 5th assist in this one. Bulls trail by 10. DeSumo outside. Pass to Giddey. Vucevic, a screen on Suggs. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Giddey missing. For Orlando, they've gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
They're using his frame to set a big pick. Carter effectively disrupts the defense.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Making a switch here. Black's checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Herter's checked in. A minute 58 left in the third. Isumu outside. Pass to Vucevic. Outside Herter. Will it go? The rebound by Carter.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Black outside. And Carroll right side. Back to Black. Outside Bain. Clock at 6. Carter, a screen on Giddey. The three from Bain. Chicago grabs the miss. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
Giddey passes to Isumu. The three. And it's Giddey with the three. Giddey's got his first 3 points of the game.
Like sometimes the threes can really boost your confidence, and I'm sure it'll do just that for Giddey.
Bain, no good. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. Herter. Can't hit.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Wolf at the power forward. And for the Spurs, filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Fox in at the 1. And Craig, now that we have a new season underway, what's most important for these teams to remember right now?
That it's a long season, Kevin. And I know we say that a lot, but it's the truth. And to just remember, there's going to be plenty of ups and downs during the course of the year.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Back to Fox. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Wow, Fox hitting him right back with that aggressive take.
Here's Etienne. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Johnson. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Fox with it. Now Thomas defending. Vassell wide open. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
Yeah, Vassell looking comfortable and confident from the corner.
You know, Greg, you could argue the Nets kind of overachieved last season under first-year head coach Jordi Fernandez.
Yeah, only the 6th worst record last season. The defense was halfway decent, but they understand some patience is required in a rebuild.
And San Antonio has possession following the bucket by the Nets. Back to Vassell. Offline with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Wolf. And here's Porter. Fires the 3. Vassell grabs the board.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Here is Porter. There's Thomas with the 3. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Vassell, the pass to Fox. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And that one's good by Porter.
Elite from the corner. Porter Jr. shoots a much better percentage from this spot.
Pass to Castle. Johnson outside. The tray. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Tries again. Castle misses.
2 minutes.
That's leading by 3. Here's Etienne. Near the 3-point line, it's Thomas. He can't get it to go.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Down low. Claxton with the steal. Thomas down low. Castle covering. On the wing, Porter. Pass to Claxton. Back to Porter. Outside Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Over Castle. Rebound San Antonio. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
Pass to Wolf. Now Porter, covered by Vassell. Shoots a fader, and that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 8.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Outside Fox. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Brooklyn leading by 3. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Porter. Nets passing it around. Here's Wolf from deep. Vassell grabs the board. Now here's Fox. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And so it's Michael Porter making things happen for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Nets.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Williams. Terrence Mann is out there with Johnson. And it's Wilson in power forward. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, thanks a lot. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Harper. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Next ball. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll face off against Scotty Barnes and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat.
And for that game against Los Angeles, that one the 7th on the season for them. The team's still looking to improve each time they take the floor.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, the future is looking bright for the Spurs. On and off the court, they pledged over $1 billion for a new arena and surrounding civic improvements in downtown San Antonio. I'm told nothing with the project has been finalized just yet. Clearly, the Spurs are looking to help finance a new state-of-the-art arena in the near future, around Victor Wembanyama, no less.
Yep, a wonderful organization. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting.
Brief check now of the stats for Porter. He had a strong showing last season. Last season, he averaged 18 points per, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Pass to Mann. And here's Porter. And again, it's the Nets missing. And Fox has it in the corner. No good with the triple. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Etienne. Back to man. Here's Wolf. Pass to Etienne. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. Lays it in off the breakaway. Fox has got 5 points so far.
You have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
Now here's Williams. Scoreless thus far. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
The Spurs making a switch here. Wembanyama's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Claxton's checked in. The Spurs have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. Outside Harper. There's the triple. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Brooklyn's got fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Now, here's Fox. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
Here's Etienne. Here's Wolf. And it's Harper with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
The wide open look here for Fox. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Guys?
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Barnes sets a screen for Fox. Barnes outside. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, slow start for him out of the gates, but you can feel that rhythm building.
Here's Etienne. Pass to Wolf. Williams against Harper. Puts it up from 15. Williams can't hit. San Antonio trailing here. Harper the pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Here's Etienne. Pass to Wolf. Three-pointer. The shot that time, not on target. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
23.
Halftime is here, and with the San Antonio Spurs in a neck-and-neck game, lots to talk about.
This bench, they've been destructive. High energy, attacking like torpedoes.
Rising from the depths. And guys, let's turn our attention to the future, shall we? Here's the upcoming schedule.
You know, I think for Brooklyn, it's a long season. But you don't want to dig yourself in a hole this early.
In a few months.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
And San Antonio shooting 43% from the field. And a big part of the Nets' shot diet comes, Doris, from beyond the arc. They love the three.
They do, Kevin, and for a team that struggles offensively and lacks interior scoring, firing away from distance gives them a puncher's chance every night.
Fox and Castle are their guards. Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson. Outside, Fox. Back to Vassell. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Vassell's got the lead up to 3 now for the Spurs.
Fox with the incredible penetration there, able to find the open teammate.
Outside Thomas. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Etienne. It's Porter outside. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Right side, Fox. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nets. Pass to Etienne. Back to Porter. Here's Wolf. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
Fox looking it over. Here's Wembanyama. Claxton covering, and here's Johnson outside.
Struggling to get into their groove here, just 1 for 4.
Screen by Claxton. Porter passes to Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Well, this is what you want your big to do. Set a quality screen and then be opportunistic on the catch.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Nets making a change here. Williams is checked in. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. In fourth, the Spurs.
Well, talk about rim protection. Last season, they were patrolling the paint, rejecting shots at will.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Vassell outside. Outside, Fox. 4 on the clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Claxton.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Thomas. Good season for him last year. Checking in at about 24 points per. 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
And the speed of the Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
And he knocks down the first one. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
Harper is checked in for Stephon Castle. Claxton the pass to Thomas. Claxton is screen on Harper. Thomas, it's a wide open look. And the Nets, another 3.
But Cam Thomas is an enthusiastic three-point shooter. This guy will not hesitate.
Barnes sets a screen for Fox. The 3. Rebound, Brooklyn.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Good. And now an 8-point Nets lead.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
Here's Sohan. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Brooklyn with the ball. They've got a 13-2 run going. There's Thomas with the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Harper's got 4 rebounds in this game. Barnes kicks to Harper. Here's Sohan. They grab their own miss. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Claxton. To the inside. Harper with the steal. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Sohan, the pass to Wembanyama. Outside, Fox. From outside, off the mark.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Outside Williams. Wide open shot is on the money. Williams has got the lead up to 8 now with the Nets. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Johnson is out there with Terrence Mann. Then it's Williams. Then it's Porter. And it's Wilson in at the 4. Outside, Fox. Barnes screen on Johnson. Fox kicks to Harper. Shoots the three. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Wilson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Spurs trail by 12. Outside, Fox. From past the arc. And with the rebound.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Porter a screen on Fox. Johnson for three. San Antonio with the rebound. We'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Fox passes to Barnes. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 6 assists now in the game.
He's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Luke Cornett. Johnson comes in for Sohan. Vassell, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And Castle is subbed in for Harper. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. From outside, Porter pulls it down.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Etienne, guarded by Fox. Showing the moves down low.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Castle fires. No good there. Nets leading by 15. Here's Etienne. For three. The three goes down.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Michael Porter.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight. An outstanding performance. Outside Thomas. Now Claxton. 6 to shoot. Here's Thomas. Puts up the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Nets.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, whenever things started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Michael Porter.
He showed up on the glass in a big-time way, and that really set a tone.
Claxton outside. 41 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Etienne. 13 feet away. Hassel pulls it down. Now Fox shoots the 3. Does not go. Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Michael Porter.